Good afternoon everybody, how are we all today?
We're back for part 2!
We're back for part 2 of our Facebook Q&A because there were so many we couldn't get through them all in part 1. So let's get straight into this. Nick Spooner, have you thought about buying a property in France as a base? You can pick up land for a small round for about £8,000, etc, etc, and about the visa, etc. Well, actually, when we went to Spain last year, we drove through France and went to the
Dordogne region.
That's what I was going to say. And we did look in some estate agents at land, and we had thought about that, about buying a piece of land in the south of France. It's something I've always dreamt about, buying something like that, somewhere to have as like a base.
And yes, it is so cheap over there.
It is very cheap. We did see some right good properties for 6,000, like a relic building on, maybe got water there. But yeah, we had thought about it, and you know, it is a possibility.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a big decision.
Oh, it is. God, yeah.
But yes, we have thought about it, and we did look round. We didn't actually visit any properties, but
we did look in estate agents and things, didn't we? And
you can't find them online. The only way to find these little gems like that is to go to the actual estate agents. Anybody will tell you this. Go to the estate agents, look in the window, and there'll be properties for like €8,000, €6,000, €10,000.
We saw a lovely one for 9, didn't we? With a stone building and everything on it, and that would have been perfect, but we're just looking.
We're just window shopping, but you can only window shop there, you can't do it online.
No.
There is the odd one online, but very, very little. Ian Garnett, where is Field? Where is the field?
I meant to source the photo for this.
Yeah,
Can we come back to that one and I'll source it?
Where is the field? Yeah, but I can't put it on now while we're talking. Where's the field that inspired your name? Well, the name Field View Adventures comes from...
me!
No, it doesn't.
It does?
Not Adventures.
Not Adventures, no. Not Adventures. So, when Zach was about 2, so he was very little, we had an open garden at the back onto arable land, farmland. Now, the combine was out one night. Long story, but I will cut it very quickly. Combine was out one night, tractors were working in the field, sun was setting. I got the most beautiful picture of Steve bent down next to him, pointing across the field with all the combines in the background. That's where Field View came from. Now, it was actually my prefix for showing my guinea pigs, because years back I used to breed and show pedigree guinea pigs, so and Field View was Field View Cavies. So then we adapted it Field View Adventures. Yes. And the rest is history. Yes.
Sue Fitton, any plans to go to a warmer climate, i.e. Spain for winter? Not at all, no.
No, not this year.
We thought about going to Normandy actually, but
that might be New Year.
We shall see. But yeah, no plans initially.
Not this year.
We're not that bothered about hot and cold. I said that till it gets cold, don't be moaning. Jennifer Cannon, love your vlog, so informative, feels like we're going along with you, and with your backseat passengers. Oh, it's not really a question. Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Dennis Burrage, would you recommend Vanlife to anybody, and what are your top tips? Well, if it's something you want to do,
just do it.
Recommend it to you. Top tips, if you're going to do it and you've got a house full of stuff, start clearing it out now.
It took us 3 or 4 months.
Start clearing straight away. Even if you're thinking about it,
just start getting rid of stuff.
Because lots of stuff to get rid of. Yeah, so that's a top tip to start it.
If you're thinking about it, do it.
And then have a bit of a plan. What you're going to do, because if you're just going to live in the van and move around every day, it can be difficult.
Can be quite difficult.
Difficult to find park up. So yeah, have a bit of a plan as regards.
I would say is just one thing I just thought off the top of my head. If you are going to do it and you're solo or there's 2 of you, choose your van size to make parking easier. Yes. If you're going to be living in it.
Right. Stuart Brazier, what is the best generator to use for a family camping holiday? There's multiple different types of generators out there. Depends whether you're talking a solar generator, which is called the battery stations, or a petrol one. Obviously, if you're going on a campsite that a lot of people don't like generators.
Are you not allowed them on some campsites?
The generator we've got is a juice box, and we just run it in a lay-by with nobody about.
We make sure there's nobody about to run it. Even though it's fairly quiet, we still make sure.
Yeah, so yeah, there's just so much to choose from.
Yeah, it's to suit your own needs.
Suit your own needs, and whether you're going to be in the middle of a field on your own as well. Cheryl Simpson, hi guys, do you think you'll give up travelling if Zach gets to an age where he doesn't want to do it anymore? Pretty much similar to the other ones, isn't it? We won't give up travelling.
We won't, no. Should Zach choose to take a different path when he gets old enough? That would be entirely up to him. We'd obviously help him and support him, but... We've
got years left yet.
Yeah.
Years left. So we've got Margaret Frail. Is it Frail? Do you think when Zach becomes of age he will continue van life? It's still early days yet. We have no idea. It was actually, Zach was one of sort of the first of us that said he would like to do it. Yes, it is. And we sort of followed that up, didn't we? Well, we wanted to do it anyway. Yeah. Well, we wanted to do it for years, and then I wanted to do it more than anybody, and then Zach kind of... So, well, we'll see how it goes. We don't know. I just tagged along. Diane Foster. Where's your favourite place you have ever been? For me, it's the Black Forest in Germany. For me, and Germany. Yeah, for me it's Switzerland, closely followed by Germany. I do adore Switzerland. Yeah, beautiful places, lovely people. We've been to so many amazing places, haven't we? I would say my top 3 are Switzerland, the Black Forest, and Belgium. What you got to remember is for me, Germany people are lovely. Oh gosh, yes. A lot of them will speak English, and they love the English as well as we, and we love them. So I love Germany personally. Ashley Forster, what made you start YouTube channel? That was you, wasn't it? Me, boredom. Yeah, he was bored. Another van life thing. I was bored when we went anywhere, so it was something to kind of do. Kept him busy. He's one of these, he can't sit still, he's got to be doing something. I think when you first start doing YouTube, or before you start doing YouTube, you're watching YouTubers, so you're inspired to be a bit like them, I think, in a way. Yeah, well, like you guys watching us, we inspire you to do things. We had people who inspired us to do things. Yeah, so yeah, we took a bit of inspiration off of YouTubers. We took a lot of inspiration off of John and Mandy, to be fair. I was just thinking John and Mandy, yeah. I took a lot of inspiration from them to do what we're doing. Yeah. So yeah, more or less started YouTube for boredom. Yeah, and I went, I am not going in front of that camera, you do not bring it near me, do it yourself, and that's that. Now look at me. And now we've got the beautiful Caroline Twilly. Hey, hello Caroline. Hope you're doing well. Which editing suite do you use? Is it easy to use? How long does it take to edit each video? I use Filmora on the MacBook. It's not something you can just pick up and use. It takes a lot of learning. I'm still learning to do bits 4 or 5 years on, because obviously they update it and different things. So it does take a bit of time to use. They're all very similar editing softwares. It's learning to use the icons and how to crop a picture is different in all software. So yeah, I've had to learn it. I've had to watch a lot of videos how to learn it. I've had people say, can you do a video on how to do it? And it's like, you can't, that'd be really difficult. You'd need like a 10-20 minute video for each bit you want to do. How long does it take to edit each video? It can vary from 1 hour to about 3 hours roughly. Something like this, because you're not doing it in lots and lots and lots and lots of clips. This will be like it'll be easy. An hour. Tops. But when we're out filming and there's lots of clips and bits, it takes forever to put together. Yeah. The next one is from Tina Stock. Have you ever had any scary moments when you have wanted to leave ASAP? Not scary, but I think that place we came across down in the south of France before we made a run to the We've not had any scary places, but we went to a place in the south of France. I can't remember what it was called now. I can't remember what it's called. And when we went for a walk, the air didn't look too bad, but when we went for a walk around, it was like Mexico City. It was like being in a ghetto. It was frightening. Loads of guys outside bars taking up all the path, and then they all stared at you as you walked past. It was very intimidating. Yeah, you had to walk like through the middle of them. And we just looked at each other and went, let's get back to the van and go. As for being in the van, we had it in Le Mans, the cars driving round, right round us. Yeah. Because we were in the middle of the car park, there was stuff next to us which went, buses. Yeah. So we were in the middle, cars driving around us at 2:30 or 3 in the morning. Now it turned out there was some school trips and bits. Yeah, it was one of these school trips that come back late at night. Up in the lay-by where the car pulled up next was a guy looking with a torch in his car for ages. But no, other than that, sometimes, a little bits unnerve you now and again, but... Yeah. We're a bit disappointed actually, because there seems to be lots of YouTube channels out there that get attacked every week. Yeah. People banging on the... Well, kids bang on that. Yeah. But, other YouTube channels seem to get it all, but no, we've had nothing. Not scary like that.
No.
Really?
Just a few bits where you think, oh, go away.
Christine Brassington, how much gas do you use for your fridge, and how often do you fill up? I couldn't really tell you how much the fridge uses on gas. It's pretty
runs
economical.
off the same bottle, yeah.
The 2 bottles we've got in our side cupboard, during summer we're probably looking at 5 to 6 weeks between fill-ups.
On 2 bottles, yeah.
Yeah.
Each bottle holds sort of mid 20 quid's worth, doesn't it?
No, we hold about 32 quid ish if we fill them both with LPG. Yeah, in winter we can use them. We've used them in 5 days before.
Yeah.
Because we're heating and everything. So yeah, fridge don't use a lot of gas, so don't worry too much about that if you've got a gas fridge.
It's more when you've got the heating on.
Yeah, they do work extremely well, the gas fridges as well. How difficult, Stuart Gibson, how difficult is it driving a motorhome in the UK, left-hand drive? Why do we choose left-hand drive? It don't bother me. I can drive either side. I can sit either side and drive.
He's always, through the years, he'll jump in and drive something no matter what.
I can drive on either side of the road. I've done it for a long time. We bought this left-hand drive because this is the model of van we wanted, and when we looked for some for sale, there was 2 out on the south coast. This was in Cheshire.
They had another one there, didn't they?
And this was only got 27,000 miles on it. So I looked at the mileage. Normally I wouldn't bother, but one I got 100,000 on, and it was like, if we're going to be keeping it for a while, I want something maybe a lower mileage. So that's basically why I went for a left-hand drive. But no, it don't bother me.
Because it was the model we wanted, but it was only the one we wanted was only available left-hand drive. I said to him, think long and hard about it, and he's like, no, it's fine.
Yeah, don't bother me.
No.
I've driven left-hand drives before. Where we got? Stacey Nye. If you could buy a house anywhere in the UK, where would it be? Well, we haven't really got any plans on buying one, have we? So.
Well, as in, what's your favourite area you'd live? That's the sort of.
I haven't got one.
I think it'd have to be Peak District for me.
I don't know.
I love it out there.
I really don't know. Next one is from Charlotte Land. Are you still considering a permanent pitch anywhere?
It's still,
another don't know.
It's still in the back of his minds, yes, it is.
It's considering it, yes. Finding the perfect one. We'll see.
Yeah, we're just struggling to make his minds up at the minute what we're doing.
Nigel Davis, hi. Do you use both Starlink and Netgear SIM card router? Yes, we use both. We use the Netgear
day-to-day basics
Nighthawk. With an eSIM card, unlimited in the UK. If the internet's good enough, we don't put Starlink up. If the internet's rubbish, we put Starlink up. Well, Starlink uses a lot of power, so if Starlink didn't use so much power, we'd just do away with the Netgear and just use Starlink.
But we use the Netgear as a general day-to-day, and Starlink when we're struggling.
Yes, so we use both at the minute. You could think that's 2 costs. Yes, it is, but
it's necessary to us.
It's necessary to us for having the internet uploading. Internet work, Facebook, working basically. We use both. So yeah.
But we're lucky with Starlink.
That's the short answer to that.
Yeah, you're lucky with Starlink. You can pick it up and put it down monthly payments as you need to use it. It's not a contract.
Yeah. Ray Crane, she comments quite a bit. Would you ever consider hiring an RV and doing a stint across America? I've never thought about it.
Never even thought about it.
Not something that really appeals to me right now. But then again, we could change in the future, because at one time of day we said we wouldn't have a motorhome because it doesn't appeal to us.
No, I know.
So never say never, but at the moment,
no. More probably because of Boo, because you'd have to, it's a long way over there. You'd have to fly over there, and you couldn't do it with him.
No, we couldn't. Louise Blease. Do you find there are a lot of park-ups and sites that your van is too big to get into?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do, Louise. We certainly do.
Yes.
We find it quite often.
You've got to look when you're booking campsites as well, especially the smaller ones. A lot of them do not accept twin axle vehicles.
No.
So you've got to be careful, and we always read comments, don't we? Because in a lot of the comments, people will say if you've got a long vehicle, you will really struggle on this site. So
pros and cons of having a big van and a small van.
Yeah.
Right. Caroline Pashley. Do you feel more pressure to find things to do on vlog now you increase the days, or would you do it anyway? We love following you. Do we find it more pressure finding? But by the way, we've not really read through these and got a script. We're doing this off the cuff,
yeah,
kind
as we
of
do.
thing. Do we find it more pressure? Some days it can be a little bit pressure, but
I think, like in circumstances when we're sat here, because we're waiting to go to Ireland, we're kind of trying to find things to fill the time, whereas normally we're out and about and we just waft the camera around and film it as we find it. We just take you with us, but we're doing it because we want to do it and not for the purpose.
Gone places.
We've always explored.
When it got to a weekend, let's go Peter Street, let's go here. Even if it was just day trips, so we've always gone places near there and everywhere. So, say if we want to go to Sheffield, we'll go to Sheffield and then think, oh, we can film it as well.
Yeah.
It's a bit different to some other YouTubers. There's a lot out there that want to go to places where they can either create drama or look for drama or that kind of thing. They go to places what are popular
purposely for that reason.
But we like to go and then take the camera with us as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, when we sometimes, like when we're parked up now doing videos, that's why we kind of did a Q&A. Although we've got two parts
because it
of
helps
Q&A.
us fill the time in.
It does help us fill the time in. So yeah, I do feel a little bit more pressure now trying to fill things in. Although we have got quite a bit to get on with actually.
But like sort of when we go to Ireland, we're going to Ireland because we want to explore it, and we're just bringing you along with us.
Yeah. So yeah, we do feel a bit of pressure sometimes. Yeah. I increased the vlogs to 6 vlogs a week.
Wakey.
It's more for the revenue as much as anything, and we love making videos. We want to be daily vloggers. I know we miss one day.
I know we do just miss
we can call us in daily vloggers now.
We'll be daily over there, I think.
We're gonna, pretty much, I would say. Kath Humphreys, hi guy, loves vlogs. No messing about to honest people. My question is, have you thought about taking the ferry from Ireland straight to France? Saves driving from Scotland. Yeah, I did look at that because it's right down the bottom. Coburn, somewhere down there. You get the ferry straight down to Roscoff, I think it is. Right. I did look at it. I've not looked at the prices yet. We have thought about it, but after Ireland we did want to go and see Suze again.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
So it's either go to France and enjoy yourselves or go and see Suze.
Well, I suppose you've got to put me your mates first, haven't you?
Yeah, we'll have to go and see Suze. So yeah, that puts that one on a back burner, doesn't it? Oh, my friend Elaine Upton. Do you miss keeping birds? Now,
I'm just going to say she's the lady that had birds, yeah.
Now, Elaine is a friend of mine from years ago. Well, I say she's a friend of mine. I met her through birds. Yeah. It sounds a bit weird, that, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, I used to keep a lot of quails one time a day. If you don't know what quails are, little birds running around on the floor.
They're like mini chickens kind of things.
And what happens when you get two or three quails is you end up with thousands of quails. Then you want all the expensive quails.
Yeah.
So I met Elaine through keeping birds, basically. I know I bought some off Elaine. I think she bought some off me.
Yeah. Anyway, what's Elaine asking?
She's asking if I miss keeping birds. I do miss keeping my birds, actually.
You liked your birds, didn't you? You enjoyed looking after them.
But it got to a point in the end where we're going away in the van and never spending any time with the birds and never getting... And then cleaning them out became a chore and...
a lot of the days when you were working away...
Like working late.
Yeah, I used to just have to nip in, do the food and water, shut the door on them and that's it. And he got no enjoyment out of them in the end.
So I do miss them. But it was better when I had smaller numbers and lots because I just seemed to be in the shed constantly doing it. But yeah, I do miss them. I do. Another big friend of ours, Chrissy Canvas Arts. Oh, she ain't even asking anything, look. She's put, within reason, what can I ask? With a laughing face. You can ask us anything you want, Chrissy.
Not saying we'll tell everybody else what you've asked us, but you can ask us.
Anne Garter, another lovely lady, Anne. Hello Anne, how are you? She's asking us what's the hardest thing being a van life at. Definitely boredom. Which one we've discussed before.
Definitely.
Boredom.
Rainy
it might have been in
days.
the last one actually.
Yeah. Definitely, especially those rainy days.
Rainy days, boredom, not being able to park the van.
Yeah.
That's definitely the hardest thing being a van lifer. The rest is a breeze really. A breeze. Oh, here we go, look. Susie B Travels. We've got Susie on.
Oh God, what's she want to know?
2 questions.
No, that's greedy.
Greedy, isn't she? Do you want a job? No. When are you coming back to see me?
Soon.
No.
Soon.
Yeah, soon.
Soon. We miss you, darling.
We do.
But we know you're doing all right because we keep our eye on you.
Of course we do. We do keep an eye on it. I've actually got to the top of the comments here.
Oh.
But the Camping Chronicles.
Oh, God, right. That'll be an essay.
Laura,
yeah.
two here.
Right.
Plus your other half, put one further down. That's 3 questions,
Yeah.
Laura.
That's been more greedy than Sue's.
I've noted this down because I know you put this. So the second one they put is, Stephen, do you ever cook clean or does Catherine do it all?
I do it all.
Catherine does it 100% because you've seen it on video.
Yeah, he does nothing, he's lazy.
Before we set off on our summer tour, which I know you're on your summer tour now, we upgraded our solar panels to 400 watts and fitted a 3000 watt inverter for off-grid use. So far we've been putting on pictures under trees and are struggling to recharge. And I know you guys use a lot of power packs, but you also have solar fitted. How big is yours?
Hey Laura, come on.
Hey.
That's a private answer.
Yes, I'll send you that later. How big is yours?
Who just looked at you, see what?
Onboard solar setup. Sorry, it went onto a new paragraph.
It was a man look.
Yes, solar setup, batteries, inverter. We've got 400 watts on the roof, 300 watts of lithium. We've got a 1000 watt inverter, all Renogy stuff. So, where was I going with that? Yeah, that's what we've got. Yeah, we struggle if we parked under trees. We struggle in winter a little bit.
We try and make sure we don't park under trees.
We've also got the big Allpower R2500 power bank, which we use.
We've got the little Jenny to top up the van if we need to. That's
Generator in winter is a must for us.
Definitely.
What else? Yeah.
Yeah, we do want through power with having Zach's laptop and everything like so.
Sometimes we've got to obviously go to a campsite.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is for us.
But like with the battery pack, we've not particularly used it for the last few months because we've not needed to, have we?
No, we haven't done that.
It's more so for winter, I think, that when the power's at its lower.
Now, the camera's going flat, so I'm going to have to plug you in, so hang on a minute, caller. Yeah, so that's pretty much come to the end of the questions. I had to plug the power in then because it was just about to switch the camera off. But that's pretty much all the questions on Facebook answered. We're bound to have missed some things. There must be some other things we know about. There was something we was going to discuss about Zach. What was it we was going to discuss about Zach? I don't think we had that question actually in there. I've seen the question somewhere else. And a lot of people don't, because they've not watched all those videos, they don't know the full circumstances of Zach.
No.
We've had some people that think we're selfish.
Yeah.
For taking him out of school.
Took him out of school and took him away from all his friends to do what you want to do. And
yeah, and they have...
no idea really.
These people have zero idea about anything in life and don't ask you the questions. Zach came out of school before we went full-time.
Before we even put the house on the market.
Yeah, so people presume, well, you've been selfish, you've took him out of school and all that lot, when we actually haven't. I
think we're very lucky now in this day and age that we can actually make the decision to home ed our children if needs be. And bullying is horrific in schools now, especially secondary schools.
I think that question might have been in there, but in somebody's replies, I think it was.
Possibly.
I think that's where I've seen it.
I
But
have seen it.
Some people presume that we took him out of school to do this, and we didn't.
No.
It was taken out because of bullying. Yeah. Before we did any of this.
Before we even decided to go for it.
So the people that just presumed it...
You're wrong. Completely wrong.
Well, they're wrong. Well, they probably don't watch us anymore, the people that presumed it, because we just delete people. Because we don't allow bad comments on the channel.
There's no need.
We don't like negativity.
There's no need.
So all comments, I will tell you again, all comments are held for review. So if you put a bad comment, you just get...
It's not going to get through to people to see.
It won't get through to people to see, because we just don't want it. We're not interested in bad comments. We like the nice people.
If there's somebody who puts an argument across to support another side to what we've said, we will pull it through and we will put our case to it.
But yes.
So we don't sort of delete that people, even if they disagree with us, we will answer those disagreements.
Yeah, so like I say...
Getting back to
Zach, yes, he was basically taken out of school for bullying.
Yeah.
Is one of the reasons. We're not going to go too much into the reasons.
We won't do, because that's private to us.
We just wanted to put the point across. We didn't take him out of school to do this. Now, I know a lot of people, when they start van life, if they're a family channel, etc., they obviously have to take the children out of school. I think most children, if you say, do you want to not go to school anymore, they'd all be up for it anyway.
Yeah, of course they would.
But yeah, people jumped to the conclusion that...
we did it for us.
We did it for us, but we didn't anyway. So yeah, regarding his future,
but
that's up to him.
Yeah, as for taking him away from friends and things, like we said earlier, He does exactly the same now as he did at home. He doesn't miss out on anything, and we make sure of that.
We do. We do, and I'm trying to think of any questions we could ask ourselves just to finish this one in, because we couldn't get them all into one vlog, so I broke it down into 2 parts. But we will do more if people have the questions. We was going to write them down, but there were that many. I'm like, I can't write all that down.
No, it would have took us a couple of hours to write everything down.
It would, so I just done it off my phone.
Yeah.
You never know how long a video is going to be by doing that, and we try and keep them all around 30 minutes, so it's a similar sort of time for everybody to watch.
I'll tell you what we have been asked just lately, and it wasn't on this, but it was a question that came through on, I think it was email to us, and that's when we went to Spain, if we were to repeat the journey, what would we take with us that we didn't take back then, as in foods and extras and things like that, because somebody was going for the first time and their child would only eat certain breads, drink certain milks, drink certain squashes. They'd got dogs. What food could they take?
Just take what you need.
Just take what you need.
We've
never had an issue.
We've never had an issue. I've never known anybody have an issue.
But the last time we went, we put our Alpicool in the back, didn't we? And we put half a dozen cartons of single pint milk, half a dozen loaves of bread, and some packs of bacon, I think.
I think it kept us going for about 3 weeks or a month.
Yeah.
Before we had to start buying.
But it's because we like milk, bread, and bacon, and I think we got used to sausages, didn't we? When we actually found ones we liked.
German sausage.
Oh, the German sausages are amazing.
You've got to have a nibble on a German sausage.
Ooh, yeah, mister.
And it's cheap German sausage as well.
But I think if you are going over and you're a bit fussy about your milk and your bread and stuff,
just take it with you.
Just take it with you. They're not interested in things like that.
I've never known anybody. I've known people get stopped and looked at and searched, but not looked in the fridges. So I don't. Whether it's some old myth or some old rule they don't do anymore, I don't know. Maybe the rule's still there. I don't know. I'm not going to say it is.
The rule still stands, but
yeah, I think they've got bigger fish to fry.
They have. They're more interested in immigrants and stuff like that, aren't they?
Illegal activities.
Illegal activities.
Than you smuggling a pack of bacon out.
Yeah.
You never know, though. I mean,
they might need the breakfast. You never know.
You could get caught with a pack of bacon and undrawn and quartered. I don't know. I really don't know. But we've never had a problem.
No.
I had to be nosy when a car drives
He's ever
past.
so nosy.
Well, it's my daily entertainment is watching people drive past.
Protecting your flock, aren't you, dear?
Yeah. So I'm hoping we've answered everything there.
Yeah, I think we have. I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, you think, and then you find things afterwards. So it's kind of one of them when we're kind of on the spot here because we never pre-planned any of the answers.
No.
The answers have just come as we go. Well, we're just over a week away from going to Ireland now.
What day is it today?
We're about 5 days in front with videos. If you're wondering how far we are,
which is quite handy for us because if like the other day we just lost us mojo completely. We just didn't pick the camera up, but we've got that leeway, haven't we, to give us that day. We've
got some cracking stuff coming up in a bit. Once we finish this video, we've got some cracking stuff coming up, haven't we?
Yeah.
It might be
basically going to be a bit silly.
Yeah, it'll be in the video before this, I think. I don't know where we are.
He's filming this all on one camera battery, aren't you? And he's going to basically split it up a bit and mix it up a bit so you don't get bored.
Well, it's going to be 2 videos. This is the second part, so this will be out after the video we haven't even filmed yet.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We're going to have a Q&A and then like what I call a normal video. And then
before we'd lost us train of thought where we were going to do a Q&A. It's like, right, we'll film the first one and the second one as we sat here. So basically we filmed 2 videos sat here. So we've sat here for like an hour and a half waffling. And my mouth is as dry as anything now. So I think it's time we went and got a drink.
Put kettle back on, I think.
Yes, I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for all your lovely questions, comments, etc.
If you can't hear, somebody's in complete snooze land here.
Well, you can just see him at the bottom of the screen, look.
He's snoring away on my knee.
He's down there.
He's going to get a shock because he's going in the shower soon because he smells really doggy smells.
Yeah, so thanks for watching and we'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.